Hi, it's Colleen, and even though you cannot see me, here I am, here's my hand. I am going to be reading you Goodnight Moon, and I'm reading it from my tablet, which is a little tricky to get the angle right. So it's just easier to read it this way so you can just see the book. So, Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown, pictures by Clement Hurd. My paper copy of this book is still in the classroom. So here we go. Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown and Clement Hurd. When I was a little girl, my mommy used to read me this book. Even when I was a baby, she would read it, and she read it to my sisters when they were babies. So it's a book I've been hearing since I was a baby. Goodnight Moon. Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. Pictures by Clement Hurd. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and 2 little kittens, and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house, and a young mouse, and a comb, and a brush, and a bowl full of mush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, "Hush." Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. Good night, mittens. Good night, clocks, and good night, socks. Good night, little house, and good night, mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, "Hush." Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. That is the end of Goodnight Moon.